Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm your host, Nick Martucci. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching what's about to happen in this video. I'm so excited for this tonight. We're continuing a month of themed shows. Last Monday night, we did bad movies. So we're gonna kind of turn things around a little bit, maybe, and we're doing Oscar-winning movies tonight. That doesn't mean that they're going to be good movies. A lot of movies have won Oscars that are not good movies, and even more have been nominated. Did you know that Eddie Murphy's Norbit, Oscar-nominated movie? So who's to say if these movies are going to be good or not? I should let you know that Oscar winning, that doesn't just mean Best Picture. That's any Oscar. Any Oscar at all qualifies a movie for this. And I've really been enjoying doing these theme shows, so I might continue them through February. So I got to come up with more ideas. So if you're watching and you have any ideas, let me know anything to make this easier for me. Little more housekeeping up top. I announced it at the end of the last episode. I'm announcing it on the beginning of this episode. January 29th. It's a Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We are doing a mega money version of this show. We're going to go through 25 movies, giving money to the top 3 players. Third place wins $10. Second place wins $20. Third place wins their total. At least $25. That's the minimum. So if you win, you're going home with at least $25. You're also already home. I think I've had one person on this show who was on from a Starbucks, and I think other than that, everybody's been doing this from home. So look out for that. I'm having everybody who wants to be on the show can be on the show. There's a post right now on the Facebook group. So search Inappropriate Movie Database on Facebook or click the link in the description and sign up on that post. It's pinned to the top. It's easy to find. And I'm looking forward to that. But before we do that, we've got some real great players tonight. Some of my favorites. I'm so excited for this show. We've got 3. There might be a 4th later. We don't know. There's some mystery in this show. But if there's only 3, it's a really good 3. Joining me on the show tonight are Liz Estey, Tyler Tuttle, and Josh Poirier. Hey, everybody.
What's going on?
Hey.
Thanks for letting me just ramble up top for a little while.
It's all good.
I'm going to put you on the spot. If you want a themed show, I will guest host. I will put it all together if you let me do a rom-com one.
100%.
Okay.
I would love that. I would absolutely love that. And not only that, and another person in this room can attest for this. If you want to put that together, I'll play. So please do not send me the answers.
Make a game then.
That person who's so graciously volunteered to host the show, Liz Estey, is back on the show. Hey, again, it's weird to say hi after talking to you for a little bit, but no, absolutely. You were going to host a show last month that we kept running into issues with, so I really would love that for you.
I would too. I think it could be a lot of fun, and it would be probably the only time in my life that the number of truly awful rom-coms I've seen would help me, because I could generate, like, off the top of my head, several options.
And I love rom-coms, so that's just, and it's February, so that's like thematic, right?
It is thematic. That's what I mean, it's also, February is my birthday month, not to be that person, but
that's enough people who are on this show and have been on this show are born in January, so I'm happy you're not one of them.
Okay.
Well, look out for that. Also on the show, the only other person to ever host the show, Josh Poirier's back. Hey, Josh.
What's up? How's it going? Hey, I got a theme one too for you.
What's up?
80s, 70s, 80s sci-fi.
Yes.
Nice.
So yes, I've used a lot on this show already, but I'm more than happy for that to happen too. In the past, you've only hosted video game ones.
Yeah.
That I have loved playing, even though I know nothing about video games. So in my own show, I've been a guest twice on this show. I've scored -2 and -3. So really would like to be in the positives on my own game show at some point.
The problem was all the video games you knew had no parental warnings to them.
It's not only that, like, I was never a Nintendo person.
Okay.
I had Atari, I had Sega Genesis, then I moved on to PlayStation, and then stopped at PlayStation 2. So nothing is in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I kind of went with every single video game system I had at some point or another, starting with the Atari 2600 way back when. And my stepfather I actually would come home and my stepfather would be playing Pac-Man on the Atari 2600. He hates video games, yet he was playing Pac-Man like a fiend. I mean, it was interesting to see that happen. And then from there, I went on to the Nintendo and just kept. When I actually ended up having money for myself, I just bought every single video game system I could get my hands on.
And I'm just trying. Your head's blocking it. Who is behind you?
Willem Dafoe is Max Schreck.
Oh yes,
Oscar.
Shadow of the Vampire.
Yeah, didn't you win an Oscar for that?
Maybe. But go back. If you like video games, go back and find Josh's episodes. They are really fun.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you're back on the show. And finally, a self-proclaimed 4-time Razzie nominee, Tyler Tuttle's back on the show.
Keep losing to Sandler. So many movies.
Is that Machine Gun Kelly?
Yes, I'm here promoting Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox getting engaged. I'm very happy for them.
I am so happy they can now smell like weed together.
They're weed. It goes to show it doesn't matter how many Transformers movies you star in, you can still find love. And we're all very happy for her and him. and he really loves her thumb toes.
I mean, her biggest flaw is better than his top 20 biggest flaws. So
the perfect specimen, Machine Gun Kelly, is gonna have to learn to deal with that. But
no, they seem like they're the same type of weird, and I good for them. Like,
I want someone to drink blood like Angelina and Billy Bob did in the day, and this feels like our next chance.
Like, this is what celebrities should be doing. They should not be trying to make, like,
it's just weird, gross, vaguely sexual acts in public. Not overtly sexual. We don't want that. Just put each other's blood necklaces.
Like, I don't know, just don't try and solve a pandemic by doing a song from your mansion. Like, these are
but what if you do that song 14 days into the pandemic?
Yeah. They really should have sat on it for a couple months. Be like, all right, now they're ready.
No matter what joke I write about the pandemic, nothing will be funnier than a bunch of celebrities coming together like a week and a half in saying, we're going to get through this, everybody.
Right, from their sunny fucking mansions and estates. Or like the video of Ellen DeGeneres, like 2 weeks in, being like, I feel like I'm in prison.
Of course, there was no one left to hit.
I love the fact that 2 years later, that magical moment that we had that was supposed to save us from the pandemic did absolute jack shit.
I'm so excited for the 2-year anniversary. Yeah, which all of them.
Celebrities were going to save us from COVID.
So
once again, they failed.
Or when Vanessa Hudgens went on Instagram Live because they canceled Coachella and was like, the old people were gonna die anyway. Oops.
Again, in retrospect, her video was the policy we created.
Yep.
People
In
are gonna
retrospect,
die.
the Biden administration used her video as a blueprint for their policies. Yes.
True.
Sorry, guys.
Let's reel this back into movies.
Wait, Vanessa Hudgens' Tick Tick Boom is actually really good. I regret to inform you that Lin-Manuel Miranda is good at something, and it's directing. So
I like that
surprising.
Enchanto, the new one he's got.
Oh, Encanto?
Yeah, I saw it once, but I didn't learn the name.
I mean, the thing with Encanto is like, it's good until Lin-Manuel Miranda really goes Lin-Manuel Miranda on it.
Yeah.
Never.
That's what's great about Tick Tick Boom. He did give himself a cameo, but it's literally 5 seconds. And then you don't see him again. And you can forget that he's there.
Again, gonna try to use that as a transition back into this show. It's gonna be fun. We're all having fun tonight. Here's what's gonna happen tonight. If you've never seen the show before, these people know how to play. You might not. What's happening is I have gone to IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, and I have pulled parental warnings for, as of today, 599 different movies.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've used over 500 movies on this show. I think like 550 now. So again, that's why we're doing the theme shows. Anyway, these parental warnings I have not written. I don't know who has written them. These are anonymous weirdos. One day I will find one and we will chat. We will chat on this show about their decisions in life. I'm happy that they do it because I get a show out of it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to read these parental warnings. My friends here are going to try to figure out what movie I am warning you against. And like I said at the top, all the movies tonight won at least one Oscar for something. So that'll either really help or hurt or do nothing for the strategy of these players.
I'm expecting a lot of sound design.
Can we make up in special effects to throw us off?
I mean, I'll even say it. I don't know if any will come up. A few of these have only won just like special awards.
Yeah, technical Oscars.
Those awards were.
You're giving us like Governor's Ball Awards or whatever it's called.
It took them so many years to decide that visual effects should be its own category. So they just kept giving movies awards for visual effects under no category.
God.
So anyway, we're gonna go through. I got a bunch of movies to pick from. We're gonna hit 12 of them, and we've already gone on for a while now, and I think it's just gonna be the three of us. I tried to stall as much as possible, but show's starting. So unless anybody has anything else they want to add, I think it's time to just jump into this show, and to do that, Josh.
Yep.
Would you like a movie from 1993, 1997, or 2012?
Come on, Nick. 93.
All right. First movie of the night from 1993 for 5 points under the category of violence and gore. No actually violence, just arguments and a brief scene of bullying.
I got, I guess.
No actually violence.
No actually violence in the movie I'm thinking of, Nick.
Liz, what do you... Oh, well, everybody's going to take a guess. Why not? I feel like it's going to be one of those episodes.
I love to guess.
Josh, you're gonna confuse me if you keep changing your name. I'm gonna call you the wrong name. Sorry. I love you, buddy. But
call him Sensei.
Here we go.
Johnny, what do you think this movie is?
Here we go. No actually violence. I'm gonna say Forrest Gump.
Liz, what do you think this movie is?
Forrest Gump.
Oh, I have the wrong.
Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
Philadelphia.
At least Tyler picked the Tom Hanks Oscar winner from 1993, so Good on you for that.
Yeah.
It is not Philadelphia. I don't know if I can use Philadelphia in this comedy
Violence
game.
in it. There might be bullying.
It is also not 1994's Forrest Gump.
Yeah, I know.
Motherfucker. That's what I was worried about. But then I was
Yeah.
like, I gotta make the game interesting. I'm just gonna go for it. And
told
I was
me-
wrong.
Better than my other guess, which was Jethro Tull.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a movie.
In my defense, I was born in 1993. So
That is a terrible defense that nobody should take.
You keep telling me you're never going to use Philadelphia, and I just want to prove you wrong one day.
just one day, it will just be a whole episode of the darkest movies that there's no funny in.
The humorless episode. We're all too uncomfortable to make jokes.
Oh.
Well, people are dying again, and we're all sad. For 4 points.
Make sure you put Contagion in that one.
I have tried to use Contagion, and I haven't found a way to put it in the game yet. Anyway, for 4 points, this movie from 93, under Violence and Gore, a man is hit on the head with a fruit. Josh is buzzed in. Anybody else?
I'm not sure. I'll try it.
All right. What do you think, Josh? Hold on. Tyler, what do you think?
Gooding Jr.'s boat trip.
Josh, what do you think?
Mrs. Doubtfire?
It is not Cuba Gooding Jr.'s boat trip, which he made after he won his Oscar.
Was it for that movie?
It is, however, the award winner for Best Makeup, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Really?
Drive-by fruiting.
A drive-by fruiting. A movie that I really liked as a kid, and then just realized that I like movies about divorced dads who are trying.
Oh, no.
As I've gotten older, I'm like, no, let Sally Field fuck James Bond. She deserves it. The other clues for Mrs. Doubtfire under sex and nudity, no actual sexual references, just innuendos relating to gender. Violence and gore while trying to make dinner for the family. A character's breasts catch on fire. And under sex and nudity, a 12-year-old boy catches the main character peeing, standing up, and freaks out. They think she is a male built into a female. Then they find out it's their dad dressed up like a woman.
That movie feels problematic today.
Yeah.
You might be dated.
Honestly, it felt problematic like the first time I saw it.
It was like 6. It was just
at
silly
the end
voices.
of the first round, Josh, you're in the lead with 3 points. Liz, you're at -1. Tyler, you're at -2.
I'm going to boomerang this. I'm going to come on back.
Liz, would you like a movie from 1941, 1967, or 2019?
Ooh, 2019. Wait, to be clear, when you say 2019, are you talking about the year the ceremony took place, or
I'm talking about the year the movie came out.
Okay, 2019.
2019.
2019.
The last year on Earth, 2019.
Oh, Jesus. So dark.
For 5 points under sex and nudity, it is a complete family-oriented base drama. No sex or nudity is shown in this film.
What kind of family-based drama has no sex and nudity?
Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
Toy Story 4.
It is not Toy Story 4. There's definitely sex in Toy Story 4.
It's all implied. It's off screen.
They can't take off their clothes, so no nudity.
They're just bashing up against each other.
Dry
2
humping.
action figures. 4 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. A man is seen as and accused of being drunk. There are drinks served at a ball, and one is thrown in the air.
And this came out in 2019.
Sure did.
I'm still thinking about the kung fu grip of those toys.
For 3 points under sex and nudity, the young woman says that there are a few ways for women to make money. An older woman replies in jest, quote, "You could run a cat house." Josh is buzzed in and Tyler is buzzed in. Liz, nothing. All right, Josh, what do you think this movie is?
I'm going to stupidly guess Cats.
My favorite line in Cats is, "You could open a cat house."
They have
Like,
the
you mean
balls. God,
Tyler, do you have a better guess than that?
Maybe we'll see. Is it Little Women?
That is a better guess, because
Oh my
it won the
God,
Oscar
that's
for
why you were
costume
asking
design,
me.
and it is Little Woman.
That's why you were like, Liz, come on. And
That
was
is
like,
not why I was. Do not pretend like that is.
The Bob
I don't
Odenkirk
need that.
picture. Little Women.
no, more that like I am a New England literary scholar. Like I should have gotten that. I didn't mean gender at all. Literally, I was just like, I got to turn in my Northeast liberal arts English degree for not getting that.
Wait. So it wasn't Cats?
It was not Cats.
Fuck.
It was Little Women, where the CGI characters were just as creepy. You know, that wasn't even Bob Odenkirk in that movie. They CG'd him in.
That is my favorite meme. The Bob Odenkirk in Little Women. He delivered that line so well.
Sometimes you're like, what if the guy from Mr. Show came in and just said the title and left?
And I respect that. Even if they didn't respond to my application to be an extra, I respect that.
The other clues in that, under violence and gore, sisterly fights occur briefly and shown for maximum less than 15 seconds, such as arm slapping and floor fighting. And one of the sisters shows a bit of cleavage in a period dress at the ball, and again later on while speaking to another sister about marriage.
Oh, Little Women.
Little Women, yeah. Josh, you're still in the lead with 1 point. Tyler, you're at 0. Liz, you're still at -1.
Keeping
Nailed
it
it.
neutral. I'm Switzerland.
Tyler, would you like a movie from 1960, 1997, or 2006?
Give me 2006, please.
All right, let's stick with the more recent movies.
I don't know what happened in the past. I live in the now.
There's my. There it is. All right.
Everything okay there, Josh?
Just got my battery's running low, so I might as well
Oh, no.
tell it.
It would have just been down to the two of you.
Who can get more negative points?
But I'm going to keep guessing Little Women. That paid off.
Okay, 2006. For 5 points under sex and nudity, a character buys 3 or 4 sex magazines. The camera shows us the cover of one, and it has a woman in her underwear showing massive amount of cleavage. Most of the magazines feature women. One features men. Just Liz has buzzed in. Liz, what do you think this movie is?
Super bad.
It is not super bad.
Oh well.
Super bad guess.
Oh,
I was going to say, what Oscar do you think that Superbad won?
Oh shit, I
But
forgot.
now
That
I need
was
to
the
go back and
thing.
say, Josh, what Oscar do you think Cats won?
Every one of them.
Honestly, that's
It tried.
it was
All
so
For 4 points under sex and nudity, there is a reference to second-degree burns on a man's Johnson from sexual activity.
I'd be
Tyler,
very
if that's
surprised if this
anybody
won an
else.
Oscar, but I gotta guess.
What do you think, Tyler?
Knocked Up win an Oscar for something?
I don't think it did.
That's not my guess. That's just a question.
Also, Knocked Up came out in 2007, and I know because I can show you the ticket stub for Knocked Up from 2007.
Not again. I feel like every time I'm on, you show the Knocked Up ticket stub.
I have done it twice, and you're just lucky.
Okay.
It just happens to be right next to the computer, so that's fun. Where are we? For 3 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, we see an elderly man snort heroin.
Oh, damn it. Now I remember.
Tyler remembers. Does anybody else remember?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
Little Mrs. Sunshine.
Original screenplay and supporting actor for Alan Arkin. Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh my God. And I used to watch that movie like twice a year for at least 5 years. And I lost it all.
Point of order. Tyler said Little Mrs. Sunshine.
It's Little Miss Sunshine.
I like to put my own little flair on it so people know it's a Tyler Tuttle answer.
That wouldn't fly in Jeopardy, Nick.
Yeah, there's a reason I don't host Jeopardy. It's my problematic views on vaccines.
That is yet another movie where like Toni Collette was not appreciated for her genius.
How does Toni Collette not have 20 Oscars?
That's what I'm saying. Like, even, I mean, her performance in Hereditary, obviously.
Yeah.
Like,
Muriel's
another
Wedding.
one. She's been turning in bona fide hits.
I'd give her an Oscar for Knives Out.
Yes. Oh my God. Perfect.
I was supposed to see Knives Out, and instead I saw that. What the hell was the name of that? I forgot. I saw a different movie that was awful. I saw a different movie that was awful. It was that, like one of those cop movies where I forget the name of it.
Guns Out.
Yeah, it might have been Guns Out.
Cop Out, that Kevin Smith movie.
Oh,
Cops the movie.
The other clues in this, under frightening and intense scenes, the family are running into a moving car, and the young daughter runs into the moving car as well, and the entire family are seen running into the moving car again. This could be a little tense. And one of the child beauty contestants, about age 9, does a routine with music and moves that are mildly suggestive. Tyler, you're now in first place with 3. Josh at 0. Liz at -2.
Yeah.
Love movies about sun.
Josh, would you like a movie from 2009, 2015, or 2017?
really?
Yeah, that's what happened.
So bad.
God damn it! Let's go with 2017.
2017. From 2017 for 5 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. A man is seen frequently taking pain-killing prescription drugs.
That's probably
Josh
not right.
has a guess. Anybody else?
That's probably not right.
What do you think,
Okay.
Josh?
I know it's not right, so I'm gonna back out.
Okay. Really hope it wasn't right.
Yeah, I hope not too. I mean, the year doesn't match up. That's the problem.
For 4 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. Smoking. There is a few short scenes where the service staff of the military facility smoke in the only area not covered by security cameras.
Yeah, it wasn't the movie I thought it was.
No.
Struggling.
For 3 points under violence and gore, a cat is eaten by the monster. Tyler has a guess. Anybody else?
Oh, fuck me.
Liz and Josh, everybody's
Actually,
busted.
wait a second. No,
No?
I can't.
Okay. Liz, can you?
This is probably wrong. Alien Covenant.
Tyler, what do you think?
The Shape of Water.
It is not Alien Covenant. It won for production design, it won for original score, it won for directing, and it won Best Picture of the Year, The Shape of Water.
They only gave Oscars to like two.
I literally forgot that year because they just gave it all to The Shape of Water, and I was like, I mean, I didn't hate it, but like, did it need all of that?
It's a fun movie.
It was giving Del Toro his due.
I mean, I think like it was more like it was more like giving it to his body of work and less like
he got to make his Creature from the Black Lagoon porn parody and art film. So
yeah, it was The Departed, basically. It was The Departed.
The other clues in that, under 6, nudity, the creature and the woman have sex on 2 occasions, and there is nudity, but nothing severe. And
severe nudity?
Yeah, no severe nudity. All of it was very nice. Violence and Gore, a man tortures both a man and a fish monster with an electric prod.
What's kind of funny is my guess still matches most of those.
What was your guess?
My guess was Mickey Rourke's The Wrestler. So especially the monster having sex with a woman?
Yeah, especially the fish monster. Josh and Tyler, you're now tied in first place with 3 each. Liz at -3.
Huh?
I think you gave Josh my points.
You gave me Tyler's points.
That totally makes sense, and I'm glad you said something. Tyler, you're at
points.
6. Josh, you're at 0.
Yeah.
Liz, you're at -3.
I remember.
I'm glad you all caught that.
I didn't catch it. That makes you feel better.
Liz, would you like a movie from 1969, 1986, or 2008?
2008.
That's what I figured.
Okay.
I also figured Josh would be upset that 1986 ended up in that one.
Yeah, I am.
Uh-huh. This movie from 2008, for 5 points under sex and nudity, a man notices a man and woman dressing near a bed. It is obvious that they just had sex.
Yeah. No.
No?
That narrows it down.
For 4 points, under violence and gore, a man is bitten and another is mauled by a dog. There is blood shown later during the first, and the second doesn't show any at all. For 3 points, under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, we see a mobster constantly smoke a cigar. He is smoking in exactly every scene he appears in, except for when he is in the courtroom, when he is confronted by one character, and when another character breaks his legs.
I feel like I should know this.
For 2 points, under violence and gore, a character's face is very graphic. I see everyone but Josh. Liz, what do you think this movie is?
A Dark Knight.
Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
Batman Begins 2, The Dark Knight.
It won for sound editing and best supporting actor for Heath Ledger. It's The Dark Knight. One of 2 movies where somebody won an Oscar for playing the Joker. So it's all high art.
Except for Jared Leto. He can fuck off.
You ever think all the wrong actors suffer consequences from playing the Joker?
Well, Nicholson
Joker's just such a great character. It's like, what if a clown was scary?
It's a totally fresh take on an idea.
What I like about the Joker as a character is for the last 20 years, guys have been like, I need to get into character and I need to be dark and I need to live this character and breathe. And that's the only way I can play the Joker. And in the 60s, Cesar Romero wouldn't shave his mustache. So they painted over it.
He's some guy with a gun that shoots a bang flag out of it. You don't need a method act for that. Hacks.
The best version of the Joker was actually in Neil Gaiman's Whatever Happened to the Cape Crusader, where it turns out that every night Alfred gets dressed up as the Joker to make sure that Bruce Wayne has something to fight against and something to. It's this amazing story when you actually get right down to it. It's an amazing twist on the whole mythos.
I really like the way you said Gaiman, like you said Neil Gaiman.
I forget how to say his name.
No, I think it's better. I think it's a significant upgrade. He should change it.
The other clue for this, under violence and gore, there are extremely pervasive and frightening moments of menace and threats, primarily by the main antagonist, who wears horrific clown makeup to scare people and to hide the graphic scars on his cheeks. Tyler, you're still in the lead, 8 points. Josh,
Thank you.
still in second with 0. Liz, you've moved up to -1.
Yeah.
Tyler, would you like a movie from 1975, 2001, or 2016?
2001: A Space Odyssey. The year, not the movie. I was being clever. Put a little spin on it for you. We're about at the halfway point. I don't want you getting bored.
I'm glad somebody gives a shit. 2001 for 5 points. Under profanity, no swearing, a few imaginative insults.
Oh, I got a fun guess. I don't think this is right. I don't think this won an Oscar.
Josh doesn't have anything, so Tyler, I'll go to you first.
Is it Spy Kids?
Liz, what do you think?
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Damn it.
It is not Spy Kids. It is also not Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Well, I disagree with you there, Nick.
Guess.
I was proud of that guess. I thought it
sounded a lot more right than mine.
I mean,
Chalky
Spy
Mushrooms
Kids
was a fun one, though.
Is it Spy Kids or
should have won an Oscar?
Yeah, I was like, maybe something.
Is it Spy Kids or Spy Kids 2 with that amazing Steve Buscemi performance?
It's 2 Island of Lost Dreams.
Okay.
Which has the amazing Ray Harryhausen tribute.
First Spy Kids has Alan Cumming as like
that is always fun, except in at least one movie.
And I always love the fact that Danny Trejo is Machete in the movies.
Uncle Machete.
Uncle Machete, but it's the same character as in the Machete movies.
It's so good. And I definitely didn't understand. Like, I saw Spy Kids in the theater with my dad, and he died at the Danny Trejo reveal. I was too young to understand why it was funny.
This movie that isn't Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone or Spy Kids for 4 points, under sex and nudity. A man kisses the brow of a fallen comrade to show him affection and respect. Non-romantic. Josh has a guess. Anybody else?
I only know romantic brow kissing.
Josh, what do you think this movie is?
The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
Is
not Return of the King. Not Return
of the King.
Shit. It's the other one.
Do it.
For 3 points, under violence and gore, one of the main characters is stabbed in the shoulder. He screams. We later see him near death with a bloody wound. Everybody is buzzed in. Tyler, what do you think?
I want to do that first Lord of the Rings that he didn't say. The Fellowship.
Yeah.
Josh, is that what
you're
saying?
That one. It's that one.
Liz, what are you saying?
Fellowship of the Ring.
It is Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah, I think I should get 4 points because he said Little Mrs. Sunshine.
Yeah, but you named an actual movie and he named
You
the fake
said
one.
Return of the King, and we all know that
I know.
came out in 2003.
We all know that.
Yeah, that movie won for visual effects, original score, makeup, and cinematography.
But Return of the King cleaned up at the Oscars.
It sure did.
It's because they're waiting for that to come out to give them the Oscar. What I think would have been awesome if that movie sucked balls. Like they were waiting for it, waiting to give him the Oscar for the third one, and he just came out and did Spider-Man 3.
The other clues in this, under violence and gore, a clue I love. 2 elderly men fight using long sticks and emit bolts of power. They are both knocked to the ground and flung about. By the end, they both have bloody faces. One is magically forced to rotate while lying on the floor, with his fixed head being the central point of the rotation.
Very
And when a
descriptive.
man is affected by the ring, he becomes irrational and gets somewhat scary, shouting and grabbing other characters.
My question has always been: does when he has a student that is failing a class, does Dumbledore call in Gandalf to tell the kid?
No, he calls
You shall not
Saruman.
pass.
You
shall not pass.
will fail.
You shall not pass.
Everybody gained points on that, but everybody stays the same. Tyler, you're at 10. Josh, you're at 2. Liz, you're at 1. You are back in the positives now.
Hey.
Yeah, the only reason I said Return of the King is I couldn't remember Fellowship of the Ring.
And that's on you.
It is.
Josh, we're back to you. Would you like a movie from 1959, 1996, or 2010?
Let's go with 96.
96.
Whoops.
Already. Bold.
All right, from 1996 for 5 points under profanity. Almost all uses of fuck are said by one character. Tyler has a guess. Anybody else? What do you think, Tyler?
Toy Story.
Rex gets one fucked in, but the rest of them go to Mr. Potato Head.
He has a really fun time with it.
For 4 points, under sex and nudity, a woman's bare bottom is seen as she runs down a hallway naked. Very brief.
Oh.
Tyler's buzzed in again. Anybody else? What do you think, Tyler?
This is probably wrong. Casino?
It is not Casino.
I feel like more people said fuck, but Pesci definitely got the bulk of them out there. He was in the lead.
Not to give it away, I think that movie is in like the top 10 of most fucks of all time. That is a theme I'm going to be doing next month. Yeah, I found a list on Wikipedia of the movies with the most fucks, so we're just going to do those movies at some point.
Nice.
Where were we? For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes. Unlike many violent movies, this is not intense and instead plays with violence in a dark comedy manner. So, while it has shooting and blood, the majority of it, in a strange way, comes out to be funny.
What came
Just
up?
reading those words, trusting that they sounded like a sentence. Liz, what do you think this movie is?
Face Off?
It is not Face Off. All right. For 2 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, some random characters are seen drinking in pubs and bars. One of the kidnappers smokes many cigarettes. Tyler and Josh both raised in real quickly. Liz, nothing. Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
Fargo, fuck yourself.
Josh, what do you think this movie is?
Fargo.
I'm so mad at myself.
It won for original screenplay and best actress for Frances McDormand. It is Fargo.
Better series.
The series is really good.
You ever just glad that she likes you for you and not because you hang with Leonardo or that guy who played in Fargo? I think his name was Steve. It's a song from the 90s.
Oh, no.
Honestly, fair reaction.
I know. So when it comes to songs from the 90s, my daughter's watching a show called Henry Danger, and I consistently call it Harvey Danger.
Well, how is that show?
It's actually pretty good. It's surprisingly decent. It's a Nickelodeon show, and surprisingly okay.
Would you say
weirdly,
that it's not sick?
No, it's weirdly. You know, I like to run it off the flagpole and see.
Oh yeah,
but it's definitely okay.
This is for nobody at this point.
That Harvey Danger humor. We're all flagpole sitters here.
And I don't even own a TV. Final clue in Fargo, under violence and gore, one man approaches another with an axe and takes a swing, though the impact is not on screen, rather implied. Later, the same man is shown clearly putting the other's body through a wood chipper. Quite graphic.
I would have gotten that one.
Hope everybody sticks around for my Marcy's Playground humor. Followed up on my corner shop, brimful of Asha. Yeah, no one's sticking around.
No, it must be a dream. Tyler, you're at 10 points. Josh, you're at 4. Liz, you're at 0.
Yeah. It's like I never even played.
Liz, would you like a movie from 1960, 1997, or 2019?
Oh, 2019, but that's going to be real rough. I can't wait. Josh is so mad.
I'm not mad. I'm just, I'm sad.
Not sick. I'm just not well.
I'm not crazy.
Go back.
I'm just a little unwell.
I smell.
Shout out to Pick a Side Stupid, which is doing a debate on the 90s tonight.
Yes, Sean Carter asked me to plug.
2019 for 5 points. Under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, multiple characters drink hard liquor and smoke frequently throughout the film, cigarettes and marijuana. Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
Everybody Wants Some.
It is not Everybody Wants Some.
Here was all fucked up. Damn it, Tyler.
For 4 points, under violence and gore, all violence is done for humor. It is not sadistic or brutal.
I think I might disagree, but I'm going to guess.
Liz, what do you think this movie is?
I don't agree with this, but The Favorite?
Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
It is not The Favorite, and I would disagree with that statement for The Favorite. It is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I would also disagree.
That is not
the
accurate at all.
That it is not sadistic or brutal.
Yeah, the flamethrower is fun, and then every other bit of violence is definitely sadistic and brutal.
It's Tarantino. What the fuck?
Yeah, I almost didn't guess because, like, well, this clue is just wrong.
Josh, did you just buzz in?
Yeah, cats.
The other clues for this, I love this if you don't know what the movie is. Under sex and nudity, a girl hitchhikes and asks if the driver would like a blowjob. He denies it. Might fly over a kid's head.
Would it? I believe she says, "Can I suck your dick?" or something to that effect.
Frightening and intense scenes, the movie had a lighter tone than the last couple the director had done. And frightening and intense scenes, the Manson family crosses into the story, and when they're on screen, it can be unsettling.
It's the only correct one.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's I do not know who wrote any of these.
The worst people yet.
You know who wrote these? Roger Avery.
Tyler, you have 13 points. Josh, you have 4 points. Liz, you have -1 point.
Yeah.
And
Oh my god. I'll see it here.
I just thought it was 9 o'clock.
My roommates hate me right now. I've been laughing so hard.
and LC, you have 0 points. Welcome to the show, LC.
I have 0 points. Yeah. Am I like crazy late?
Yes. Show started an hour ago. No, I said 8.
Okay, sorry.
Mondays is at 9. Thursdays is at 8.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm so happy you're here. And we have been fucking around most of this game. So we still have 4 movies left.
Okay.
Oh my god, we really have that many left. What are we doing?
I know, right?
I say as one of the people providing random asides for no reason.
Elsie, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm like
I'm sorry to just like throw you into the middle of this.
I love your hair. I haven't seen that
your
before.
hair is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It took many days, and I had to mix a lot of colors, but
It's such a good color.
Came out great.
And I love that style too. I love that little flip you got going.
Thank you. I never actually cut this. I think my hair just broke into the perfect bangs from bleaching it too much.
Oh.
It just snapped off like in that really nice swoop.
Well, it's nice when things like that work out.
Yeah.
Sorry, like I said, I'm
very disoriented by the time change.
No, that's okay.
It didn't even happen apparently.
I'm sorry. I tried to get in touch with you.
Yeah, I'm on airplane mode.
Oh yeah, no, that'll do it.
I'll do
And
it.
that's fair. If I wasn't doing this game, I would be on airplane mode.
I've been on airplane mode the entire show in my brain.
But seriously, no, thank you for coming in. I'm so happy to see your face.
Oh,
I'm sure you're gonna beat me because I've just been hanging out.
Not only are you at 0 points, you're in 3rd place.
Yeah, exactly.
And can catch almost anybody. Tyler's at 13, Josh is at 4, you're at 0, Liz is at -1.
Okay.
Tyler, I'll let you pick this one, and then I'm just going to have Elsie pick the last 3 years. I think that makes the most sense. Oscar-winning movies is the theme tonight.
Which I forgot. My first guess, I forgot the theme of the show.
So, Tyler,
Yes.
Would you like a movie from 1985, 1995, or 2012?
95.
95.
A good year. It's the middle of the 90s.
Trying to use higher learning as a guess.
All right, 1995 for 5 points. Under frightening and intense scenes, the film will almost certainly make you cry with emotion. Tyler and Josh have both buzzed in. Josh, what do you think this movie is? Hold on, Liz, what do you think this movie is?
Forrest Gump.
Josh, what do you think this movie is?
I want to say The English Patient.
Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
I guess it a second time for posterity. Is it Toy Story?
It is still not Toy Story.
Damn it!
And Liz, it is still not 1994's Forrest Gump. It wasn't in 1993, and it isn't in 1995.
Look, I just thought it would be a great pick if I asked Forrest Gump for every 90s movie.
It is also not The English Patient.
Oh, okay.
Though if it was, I would love this for 4 points under sex and nudity. Mild but rude names like Big Buttheads.
Not Toy Story. Big Buttheads.
3 points under sex and nudity. A mild reference to castration. A man says snip snip and makes a very brief scissors gesture. However, the castration never happens.
Bummer.
What's the first clue?
First clue was the film will almost certainly make you cry with emotion.
Wait a second. No.
Wait. Wow, this movie's doing a whole range of things.
Yeah.
2 points under profanity. A few mild but stereotypical remarks. For example, quote, sheep are stupid. And quote, pigs don't have a purpose. I see everyone but Tyler.
I don't fucking know.
Liz, what do you think this movie is?
Babe.
LC,
Damn
what
it.
do you think this movie is?
I also think this movie is Babe.
Josh, what about you?
It's Babe. It's George Miller's Babe.
It is George Miller's Babe, which won the Oscar for visual effects.
Oh my God.
I love George Miller. He's done Mad Max, Fury Road, Babe, Happy Feet.
Uh-huh.
Such a good, if anybody listens to the Blank Check podcast, they have a George Miller series, which is
I thought
fascinating.
you were goofing because I was thinking of Arthur Miller, the player.
Arthur Miller's Babe was much more violent.
I had a lot of commentary on American class too.
The other clues in this, last clue under sex and nudity, 2 mild urination jokes at the beginning. A baby piglet urinates on the farmer's shoes when they both first meet each other. We don't see the urination. The other joke involves a puppy yelling, but Mom, he'll, referring to the main character, wet the bed.
The English Patient was way wrong.
Again, this is under sex and nudity for the movie Babe. A puppy worries that a pig will piss.
I mean, that's, yeah, top of my mind when you say sex and nudity.
Tyler, you're still in the lead with 12 points. Josh, you're at 5. LC, you're at 2, which I think is your highest score in so many games.
In many games, yeah.
And Liz, you are up to 0.
Yeah.
All right. LC, since you missed the first few rounds, I'm just going to let you pick the rest of the years. This all evens out.
This is why you always come in late with a big iced coffee. All the good stuff gets saved for you this way. All right. Let's do it.
Would you like a movie from 1974, 1984, or 2010?
1984.
1984.
I love LC.
All right, from 1984, for 5 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, characters drink and smoke respectively in a nightclub at the beginning of the film. Tyler has buzzed in. Anybody else? What do you think this movie is, Tyler?
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Movie one for visual effects. It is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
I got a strange feeling he was on a show where that was the clue.
That's honestly the only scene I remember of that movie. That and the heart.
Josh, the effort I put into this game, I made sure that none of these movies had been used in games that you all have been in.
All right, no, that's fine. I'm not complaining about it. That was a crazy guess.
Talk about a movie that is not aged well. Temple of Doom.
It is unwatchable.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
It is just two divorced men making an adventure movie of how much they hate their exes.
And also people of color.
And also
it's
children.
We hate women and small children of color.
The other clues in this, there's a scene where a woman falls in a river from an elephant and her dress gets wet, but no nudity.
And they blame her for everything that happens.
This clue, which is a wild ride, under frightening and intense scenes, there is a scene with insects everywhere, crawling over the main characters. However, that is nothing compared to the excessive child abuse that takes place during the course of this film.
That I actually agree with.
Yeah, there's insects everywhere, but boy, the child abuse.
Yeah, it's weird they mentioned that second.
You think insects are bad? Wait till you see child abuse. The prime antagonist has an ornate headdress with a shrunken head in it. And the sacrificial scenes are very scary, particularly the first, in which a man's heart is ripped out of his body when he is alive. The man is lowered into a volcanic pit and burned alive. Intense.
I've often said
4.
What was that?
I've heard that this has been a movie on a one that I've done before, because I would not have been like, oh right, a guy gets his heart ripped out of his chest, and that's very iconic. I've been getting a whole hour's worth of quips, anecdotes.
Perfectly okay. We got two movies left.
I've often said that everybody says their body's a temple, but mine has a whip-wielding archaeologist and a man screaming Kali Ma in it.
Often say it.
People do say that. We've got two movies left. Tyler can't be caught. He's at 17. Josh, you're in second place with 5. Elsie, you're at 2. Liz, you're at 0. So fight for second.
You underestimate how many wrong answers I can give in this period of time.
I think even if you gave wrong answers and nobody else answered for the rest of the game, you would win.
Yeah, you would. You'd win by 3.
You can guess wrong 12 more times to catch Josh.
All right. I'll do my best.
All right. LC, you get to pick it again. Would you like a movie from 1939, 2007, or 2019?
1939.
You really just said fuck off to us.
I know what this movie is. 1939 for 5 points under violence and gore. Characters are slapped or punched. I see everyone but Liz buzzed in. And Liz looks like she has no idea why anybody is buzzing in. Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
I said I was done, but I know this one. It's Hamilton.
Josh, what do you think this movie is?
I'm gonna guess Duck Soup.
LC, what do you think this movie is?
Gone with the Wind.
It is not Hamilton, Tyler.
Damn it.
It is also not Duck Soup, Josh.
Oh, well,
Pretty sure Duck
tried.
Soup was like earlier in the 30s, no?
Yeah, probably.
This movie won honorary Oscar for technical achievement, as well as film editing, art direction, cinematography, screenplay, director, supporting actors for Hattie McDaniel, actress for Vivian Leigh, and Best Picture, Gone with the Wind.
I thought you were gonna say
You're
Duck
doing
Soup.
great. 2 totally non-problematic movies in a row, Nick.
What are you talking about, Liz?
What's next? Streetcar Named Desire?
Just for fun, the other clues in Gone with the Wind outside of characters are slapped or punched. A man gets drunk and acts and talks relatively aggressive. 2 cousins marry. Though considered taboo now, it wasn't during the Civil War.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hell is used to refer to the place several times, and a man also at one point says, "Damn Yankees," which most people tend to forget because the famous line is the most memorable and perhaps overshadows it. And under profanity, one use of "damn" in the classic line, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a fuck." It was shocking at the time, and it was originally released.
Would have made the movie a million times, but
Frankly, my dear, fuck you.
also fun fact, let's talk about how Hattie McDaniel wasn't allowed in the actual seating of the Oscars when she won.
Yeah.
Let's talk about racism.
I think we're the
talk
panel
about
to solve
racism.
that.
Like,
We have our panel of 5 experts here. Let's really dig in. We really want to
We're in
commit to
hour
right
3
now.
of the show. Let's get weird now. We've got one movie left. Tyler, you're at 16 points. LC coming in at the end of the game, now running away in second place with 7. Josh at 4. Liz at 0. One movie remains. And let's say that LC gets to pick this one.
Why?
okay.
Would you like a movie from 1968, 1976, or 2006?
$1968.
Drama.
1968. Final movie of the night from 1968. For 5 points under sex and nudity, some people are seen in their underwear, non-explicit. I see everyone's hands but Liz again.
I hate him.
Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
Burr, a Hamilton story.
Josh, what do you think this movie is?
It's probably a lot cooler than the actual movie it is, but Cool Hand Luke.
Ilse, what do you think this movie is?
Graduate.
It is not Cool Hand Luke.
Damn.
And it is not The Graduate. It
Is
is
it-
Burr. Good job, Tyler.
Yeah, the Hamilton story.
Hey, if it was Burr, I'd be
Prequels first.
rigged.
That's fair. I did use that in a game that Tyler was already in.
Remember, they have very similar clues.
For 4 points under frightening and intense scenes, the film itself explores many challenges, complex and potentially scary themes that may be too intense for some viewers. Tyler's buzzed in again. Anybody else?
I'm just gonna guess.
All right. Josh, what do you think?
Let me think. 1968. Psycho.
Tyler, what do you think?
This is going to be a controversial guess because it's technically a television series. MTV's The Challenge.
No, it's not controversial. It could have been 1968's MTV's The Challenge. It is also not Psycho.
All right. Well, yeah, I tried.
You did try, and I appreciate you for it. For 3 points, under violence and gore, there's a short scene in the beginning where ape men kill another ape man using bones. Okay, Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
That darn cat.
Liz, what do you think this movie is?
Planet of the Apes.
LC, what do you think this movie is?
Earth. Planet of the Apes.
Josh, what do you think this movie is?
2001: A Space Odyssey.
It is not That Darn Cat, surprisingly. It is not Planet of the Apes. This movie
sneaky
won for visual effects. 2001: A Space Odyssey.
I hope you're happy, Josh.
I actually am kind of happy. I finished strong.
Finish strong.
That movie that comes up anytime a movie from 2001 comes up, including tonight. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Final clues in that. Under frightening and intense scenes, when they first discover the monolith, there is a continuous eerie music that can be unsettling to some. And frightening and intense scenes, the film's infamous villain, a computer system, is represented as a glowing red camera eye and monotone voice. The unemotional and methodical manner of the computer is almost humorous at first, but becomes increasingly sinister and more unsettling as the events of the story unfold, and it begins murdering the ship's crew. Spoiler alert for 2001: A Space Odyssey.
From 1968.
For the first time today.
What was that?
Like, could I'm okay, well, now I know that Hal starts murdering crew people, but other than that, would I I know nothing else about it. Could I enjoy it if I watched it right now?
Maybe.
Depends on your mental state, I guess.
Yes, exactly. It depends on the mental state.
What's your opinion on monoliths?
No, but would it like freak it out?
It's interesting visually.
Okay.
It's very interesting visually. That's about the best thing I can say about it, because I wasn't the biggest fan myself, but it definitely.
I've never seen it.
It definitely belongs in the special effects wizardry that it had.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was 2001. Our final scores tonight. Liz in last place with -1. Josh and LC tied in second place with 5 each. And our winner tonight with 13 points is Tyler Tuttle.
It was in Space Odyssey for me to get here. Like it was for the last movie. So yeah.
Well, that was the game. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. This was a long one, but I enjoyed it.
It was only long for some of us.
What was that, LC?
It was only like 20-25 minutes.
Oh.
Didn't feel that long.
This might be the longest episode. Longer than the ones I did before I was trying to make them an hour. Can't wait to see the upload. Before we go, let's make this episode a little bit longer. If there is anything you have to promote, anywhere you want to be found, or just any last words, Liz, I'll start with you.
Find me on Twitter at Liz Estey. Also on Instagram at Liz Estey. You could look at my Facebook, but you won't find much. And keep an eye out. I guess Nick and I will make a plan for the rom-com themed episode that I will host at some point.
Yes, absolutely.
But
I cannot wait.
yeah, that's about it. Wear your mask. Fuck Joe Biden.
Biden.
Yeah.
Don't you mean let's go, Brandon?
Oh, fuck off.
We're not.
funny
I
way
am
to
so
say
sick.
Fuck
I
Joe
am
Biden.
so sick. Anytime I
Legally.
criticize Joe Biden on Twitter, I get those fucking blue wave assholes who are like, "Oh, you like Trump?" And I'm like, "No, I do not." Like, what?
All right, let's enter hour 4 of this.
I'm sorry. I'm so mad.
Tackled racism. Let's
So
move
mad.
on to politics.
Someone tried to tell me Charlie Baker isn't that bad the other day, and I was like, he's a shit heel. Like, get out of my face.
The only thing I want a lot of bad things for him, but I really wanted Mark Hoppus to tweet about how terrible Charlie Baker was. I don't know if you saw, it was not this Christmas, but last Christmas, there was a picture of him just in his pajamas holding up 3 Blink-182 albums. Because of course.
Well, mediocrity just finds itself.
LC.
In 1987, Matthew Broderick caused a car crash in Ireland that ended the lives of 2 women. He has never met with the family or really in any way acknowledged it, and it was covered up by the press.
Shit, dropping truth bombs.
All right. Fuck Matthew Broderick, too.
Fuck
What a nice
I
guy.
never liked him anyway, but now I have a concrete reason.
Matthew Broderick, but I would rather have him be president than Joe Biden. That doesn't mean I love Matthew Broderick. Why can't people...
politically speaking, how many people has Joe Biden killed with a car?
When you're right.
Well, yeah.
People.
Josh.
In 1981, Vince Neil, while driving well over the legal limit, killed Razzle, the guitarist for Hanoi Rocks, in a car accident, and he was only found guilty of manslaughter for it, and he's never actually apologized to the band members that survived. And also, I found out that Cats was nominated for a Kids' Choice Award.
What Kids' Choice Award? For what? Nightmare Fuel?
I forget.
Anytime this comes up, sorry to derail 3 times with something that isn't serious, but I have to mention it every time the Kids' Choice Awards comes up. Julia Roberts won a Kids' Choice Award for Pretty Woman.
Yes. And actually,
back then they let kids be kids.
And it actually made me think of another great idea for a theme show, Nick.
Uh-huh.
Which would be MTV Movie Awards.
Yeah, totally.
Oh my God, that is some random.
How about just movies that won Best Kiss?
It would be Spider-Man 3 times. It would be Spider-Man, not 12 times.
No, it would just be a mix of Spider-Man, Twilight, and every comedy from the mid-2000s where 2 dudes kissed.
The Notebook.
Finally, Tyler, you have any celebrities that we need to call out?
I'm starting a podcast called If I Did It with Matthew Broderick and Vin Neal. I'm learning a lot of stuff right now that's making me second guess.
It was sad that
Nick. We lost Nick.
It was sad that your first guess was OJ.
Yeah, well, he does our ad. Loot Crate is signed on with us, and he's going to do Lisa mattresses.
And Robert Durst, your second guest, unfortunately passed away.
Had a pre-taped interview with him, luckily. Why? Did something happen with Robert?
What's going on with Bobby D?
Bobby D.
He's okay, right?
Yeah, he's fine. What's sad is he killed someone, and he's still less ridiculed than Fred Durst.
He'll never watch this, but I was so close to asking somebody who I'm mutuals with on Twitter to be on the show tonight, who I just found out played Robert Durst in a Lifetime movie a couple of years ago.
Here we go.
Oh my God!
I almost reached. Also, this guy, again, he'll never watch this. He played J. Jonah Jameson's son in Spider-Man 2.
Wow.
Wow.
So he played Manwolf?
Yeah, except we didn't get there.
Yeah. Huh.
But yeah, but then Josh had to step in, so I didn't have to ask a guy I interact with sometimes to be on my YouTube show and sit through whatever the last hour and a half was.
Loved it.
Thank you so much once again to Judge Poirier, LC, Liz Estey, Tyler Tuttle. I'm Nick Martucci. Find me everywhere at Blundering Idiom. Find the show on Facebook, Inappropriate Movie Database. Just click the link in the description of this video. Like I said, July 29th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Do you mean January 29th?
What did I say?
July.
You said July.
I'm like, keep July 29th open, but also January 29th. Nobody's watching this. Why am I promoting it? Anybody who watched the video turned off 15 minutes ago.
So Friday the 29th of July. Okay,
If
I got it
you
open.
got this far and you missed the beginning where I've already talked about this, January 29th, 9 p.m. Eastern. It's a Saturday. We're giving away money. We're doing this show for 25 movies. It's going to be an extended episode. Anybody who wants to be on can be on. So please, if you want to be a part of that, go to the Facebook page and like and subscribe and do whatever to the YouTube page. And thank you so much for watching this excuse of a game show to just hang out with fun people.
This is going to win some awards.